Hello and welcome back to Shulchan HaRav. We continue in Hilchos Netilas Yadaim, Siman Kuf Nun Ches, and we pick it up with Sif Zayin. Any liquid that has congealed or frozen to a point where it doesn't make things wet, that when it touches them, they don't become wet. It's no longer considered liquid in halacha. Whether the congealment happened through some cooking process, or some cold freezing process, whatever. And therefore, you do not have to wash your hands for some sort of concoction that's really mixed up. If like the honey that was on there, it's all mixed up in there, it's like congealed into the food, so to speak. If it doesn't make things wet, if it would touch it, then you don't have to wash. Some say honey is always going to be considered halachically liquid. I feel enough from a nikrash, even if it's completely frozen, lagamri. And it's not liquidy to make anything wet at all, especially not to make something wet that could make something else wet. And you should be concerned for this opinion that it's you be machmir. If it's not easily to obtain water ahead of wherever you are, like you have to walk, about 3/4 of a mile to find water to wash with, and if you couldn't, and then you could eat this thing with a spoon or a knife. Even if normally you eat this with your hands, we don't have to be that stringent here. And we don't have to be make a gezer here that maybe we're worried someone's not going to touch it, because since there are people who matir it even if you touch it because it's frozen. So therefore we're lenient even when you don't have water. If there's a significant amount of honey on top of this thing that it would make something wet, which could make something else wet, and then you should not be makel even if you use a spoon or a knife. You must go find water. If at the beginning, when the honey comes out from the wax, from the bee's hive, when you crush up the honeycombs, to get the honey out, and you think about that to be used for food only, it's not going to be considered a liquid to you. You have in mind when you're squeezing out the honey that it's going to be used for some sort of a mixture. You're going to put it into cooked food, or to mix it up with other foods and eat them together. And it's going to be done as eating and not drinking at all. You've now turned that honey into a solid by considering it food. It never is considered to be a halachic liquid. There are those that argue on this approach, and therefore and you could also be lenient. Even though those opinions say you have to consider it a liquid, you can consider it a liquid, but if you have a spoon or a knife, you can eat it even without washing. Have a great day.